Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a heart eyes emoji. By the way, just in case you have any more emoji related needs, feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my emoji tutorials playlist. That's right, it exists and it's growing every week. Moving on to the actual tutorial, if you want to make it, here's what you're going to need. You will need some black wool and some yellow wool, then grab red wool, pink wool, and finally, grab yourself some black stained clay. And once you have each one of those 5 materials right there, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off your emoji with a single black wool on the floor. Then from that black wool, do an up left diagonal. Then go left of that diagonal by 2, 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. Go left by 1. Then do another up left diagonal. And go left by 1. Then do 3 up left diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do another up left diagonal. And go up by 2, 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up by 2, 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up by 1. Then do another upright diagonal, and go up by 1. Then do 3 upright diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go right by 1. Then do another upright diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do another upright diagonal, and go right by 2, 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do another bottom right diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go down by 1. Then do another bottom right diagonal, and go down by 1. Then do another bottom right diagonal, and go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go down by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go down by 1. Then do 3 bottom left diagonals, that's 1, 2, 3. Then go left by 1. Then do another bottom left diagonal, and go left by 1. Then do another bottom left diagonal. Go left by 2, 1, 2, then do a bottom left diagonal, and if everything's right you should then just be able to connect all the way to the left of where we first started, and you should end up with a shape that should look exactly like this. Perfect. A nice even circular shape. Once you've got that taken care of, this is what you want to do next. So once you have completely taken care of the outline, you now want to take out your yellow wool, and you want to come all the way down to the bottom center of your emoji. On top of this black wool that we have right here, you want to do a row of 5 yellow, coming up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of that 5th yellow, place a black wool. Then place another one directly on top of it, so you want to have 2 black wool. Going left and right of this first black wool, you want to do a row of 3, so this first one, 1, 2, 3, and from the right hand side as well, 1, 2, 3, just like that. From this second black wool, you want to go left and right of it, each by 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. What you now want to do is coming to the left hand side of what you've just made, on top of these 4th and 5th blocks place another black wool. Then coming out of the left hand side of the row of 2 that you've just made, you just want to do another 1 block. On top of that block, you then want to go up by 2, 1, 2. Then extend those 2 blocks to the left by 1 to give you this shape in total. Perfect. Once you form this shape on the left hand side, you now want to form the exact same thing on the right hand side. So come into the right where we have these 2 sticky out blocks, 4 and 5, place another 2 black wool. Then place 1 black wool coming out of the right hand side of them. On top of the black wool that sticks out, go up by 2, 1, 2. Then extend those 2 blocks to the right, each by 1, like that. Then what you want to do is take this top left hand block that we have right here, and you just want to extend it all the way over to the left hand side until you connect to the other side of the mouth, and you want to end up with a shape that should look exactly like this. And if you guys want to complete the shape right now, all you have to do is just fill the center part in with black stained clay, and that will be that. And that's just the emoji's mouth, kind of got a bit of a smile going on, no teeth showing though. Once you've got that taken care of, we can now move on to the next bit, which are the eyes. So come up to the upper left hand side of the mouth that you've just made. You're looking for the second block coming in from the left, so this would be the first, this would be the second. On top of this second block, you want to stack a row of 3 yellows, so that's 1, 2, 3. You then want to take out your black wool and place a single black wool on top of that third block. Then do 2 up left diagonals, so that's 1, 2. Go up on top of that second up left diagonal by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. Go up by 2, 1, 2. Then do an up right diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Then do an up right diagonal. Go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. This is the shape that you want to form. This is one of the heart eyes, obviously. You know what, whilst we're here, why don't we fill it in as well? So the heart eye is actually quite easy to fill in. It's just a little bit of pink. It kind of looks like the letter Y, and then it's just red everywhere else. Let me just show you guys how to do it, and then we can do this and then move on to the other eye itself. So this is what you want to have for the eye in total. There you go guys, simple as that, just a nice little love heart. Once you've done that for yourself, and obviously no explanation required, we can now move on to the next one. So pause that if necessary, of course. Once you've got that taken care of, let's move on to the opposite one. So coming to the opposite side of the mouth here, on top of this second block coming in from the right, that's 1, 2. On top of this block, do a row of 3 yellow, coming up 1, 2, 3. Then do a black wool. Then do 2 up left diagonals, that's 1, 2. Go up on top of that second up left diagonal by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 2, 1, 2. Then do an up right diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Then an up right diagonal. Go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 1. Then connect everything together with a bottom left diagonal. And there you go guys, that is the second outline for the second eye. So you guys know what you have to do now. All we have to do is the Y shape with our pink wool in the center of the eye, and then we can just fill the rest of the thing in with red wool, which is exactly what I'm doing here. So you just want to end up with something that should look exactly like this. Perfect. And of course, once you guys have got both of those eyes taken care of, we can now move on to the final part, which is of course just completely filling the rest of our emoji in with yellow wool. So that's what I'm going to do now guys, and I'm not going to skip out on this one. I'm just going to sit here with you guys and talk nonsensically whilst I fill this thing in with yellow wool. So I think that this is actually the 5th emoji that I've made. I think that this might be number 5. If not, it's number 6. I rarely do have a long list of these things to make, guys. I've been focusing on the easier ones, admittedly, just because I want to, I think I want to get those out of the way, but one of the harder ones that you guys have requested is the moon emoji. Now, I'm not exactly sure why you guys want that, very much like I don't quite understand why you guys wanted the poop emoji, but I'm gonna make it anyway. That's just an example of a difficult one. You guys also wanted the beer emoji, that's gonna be hard as well, the ghost, I've got a whole list of them. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but I think I at least have, and I'm not exaggerating, I think I have another 12 or so that you guys have requested, maybe even more. So you guys are definitely keeping me busy with these emojis. We're gonna have a really nice long, we're gonna have a nice long list of them by the time we're finished. We're just gonna have a world packed with these things. I mean, there's so many of them. I didn't even realize there's like cats and dogs and animals and stuff. It's kind of cool, actually. It kind of takes me back to the sort of stuff that I liked to make when I first started my channel. It's kind of cool that you guys suggested these. I wouldn't have thought of them myself, to be honest. I would have never imagined that you guys actually wanted to see some emojis or anything like that. So that's kind of cool. I've also, if you guys are interested, kind of in the same vein, I'm also doing a couple of more meme pictures like Rage, LOL, the Rainbow Puke. I've been doing a couple of those as well. Some other ones that I can't remember the name of. Kind of in the same vein. I thought you guys might be interested in that as well. You guys are, especially with these emojis, memes, anything that's somewhat mainstream. You guys are interested in, which is kind of cool because I don't know. It's cool making things that even I know about. Like it's sometimes I get requests, and if I'm just left to my own head, I make kind of weird things that aren't exactly that popular. But when you guys suggest stuff like this, it's kind of cool to see things that everybody can associate with in their mind. If that makes any sense, I don't know. But there we go, we managed to ramble through another emoji filling in. This one looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I like it, I like the eyes. But there we go, guys, that is your emoji. Hopefully you have managed to make it no problem. Hopefully you're looking at your very own emoji, you like it. And if you do like this build, guys, I would really appreciate it if you guys could give me a like, favorite, share, anything you feel like doing to help me out. I would really appreciate it. I love it when you show me love. I really do. It's why I keep making these things. If you would love to leave me a suggestion down below, I would really like to see what you guys want me to make, especially if it's emoji related. If you want to see any more emojis, feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my emojis tutorial playlist. And I think that is about everything, guys. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.